Rural areas are much more better than the cities area because in rural areas there are the good environment, and in the rural areas the pollution is much more less than the urban areas. And I think that if pollution is much more less in the rural areas, so that the global warming, which is the much more consequences in this time of the pollution, is much more less. And if the global warming is much more less in the rural areas, then the heat which is much more taken by the carbon dioxide, it will be much more less in rural areas. So I think that the rural areas is much more better than the urban area, because in urban areas the infrastructure is growing much more. So if infrastructure is going much more in urban areas, so that the trees is much to be cut down. And if trees will be much more cut down, then the environment will be also hurt from that one. And I think that the in rural areas we must focus on the agriculture, and which is much more beneficial.
I respectfully count your point, but you know what's better than having a in rural areas you are having very less opportunities to grow your business, to grow your job. In rural areas you are having less income as compared to urban areas. And even though you talked about global warming, in urban areas there are many startups in which global warming is going to reduce. As you can see, many big companies like Starlink X or many big companies. So how can you say that rural areas are far better than urban areas? Both areas have their own advantages, but you know in urban areas you have got chance to learn science, you have got chance to study more than rural areas. And even though you know education is the key to success, yet you are studying from nursery till now. So how can you say that? Even though
Okay, you are saying that the